If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles.
I had a relaxed and peaceful night of sleep. I'm probably the only one on the map who had this. Other players have been fighting for their life. Let's check out what happened. You can already see that Venezuela has been almost completely conquered by Colombia, which is no surprise. Early game aggression Axis versus Comintern, the damage output difference of 25% is simply too large to resist. On top of it, the unit choice was not perfect. Rocket artillery is good, but if Axis is going for armored cars, you're going to lose. I feel that Venezuela would have had a better chance if he would have gone for medium tanks instead. But then again, your unit choice is always a gamble. You don't exactly know what your opponent is doing, and you only realize that your build order is wrong when it is too late. Which nation is this? Oh, still AI. Oh, I'm surprised to see there's still AI in the game that is active. I thought that all AI were gone, but some of them are still in the game. Okay, so you can see that Colombia has done a very good job. He has now a large territory, large economy, something that he will be able to defend easily. All he needs to do is make naval bombers, put a sub-wall over here. Axis subs are extremely good, and then he should be well. Let's see what is happening here between the Caribbean and Florida. We've got Mark Acker here. He's one of our best alliance members in America Uclea. He has made more battleships, more cruisers, and it looks like he's gonna be able to take on the enemy. He's after the convoy units, of course. He needs 2 hours 33 minutes to disembark. Florida is both protecting his units with his cruisers and by extension battleships against air attack and ground units. His subs are blocking the Axis for other subs to come, and he's protecting all his units also with his interceptors. This is nicely played. This is like a textbook example of how to do it. I don't know if he's gonna be able to arrive on time. Oh yes, he will. He will arrive in 1 hour 12 minutes, so he's going to be able to target those convoys. And with 4 battleships and still, so 1 hour 12 minutes. Here there's a 2 hours 34. Oh, so he's gonna get 3 shots. 3 shots of 4 battleships. Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of damage. Those troops are gonna take a tremendous amount of damage. And however, he can't move his troops, his units into range, because the battleships here, they are giving a large cover front for his units to land. So yeah, interesting. Florida will be able to land his troops, but not that many. However, with his navy, he is able to give support, which is going to change fast when the navy arrives over here. I guess we're gonna see a nice naval battle over here, but the rest of the country is pretty much safe. It's only Havana that is under threat, so I think that Cuba should be safe here. It's always the invader who is taking the largest risk, as he needs to safely disembark his units and he doesn't have the 15% core province bonus. Let's see what is happening over here. South Mexico is going to clash with Mexico City, and he is also at war here with Central America. He squeezed into both countries like I predicted yesterday. So far he is coping well, I can see, but he's losing ground. He managed to take back provinces. 6 rocket artillery. He should split off this one infantry. It serves no purpose. Set those armored cars free. You're gonna be much faster. Yeah, it looks like Mexico here, he is in trouble, being attacked by both Mexico City and Central America. He still has a lot of units. He is retreating. He's gonna make a final stand over here in Jesus Carranza. He's making a fort, but the fort still needs 5 hours to be made, but it could be enough. He made a fort here too, but he has abandoned it. He also made infrastructure, which is a very smart move. But of course, also the enemy can use the infrastructure against you. So what happened in this game is actually we have a set of rules. So there was 1 day AI peace, there was 1 day AI peace, there were 3 days player peace. What happened is that all the countries here, the country assignment was random. Also the team assignment is random, completely random. So for example, you could have Alaska and Colombia in the same team. So the teams, they are not able to help each other or to support each other during the game, which adds an extra layer of difficulty. They need to be able to make temporary alliances with other players, with their neighbors, to be able to join up with their coalition players in order to afterwards make a team versus team battle. But as they are all in a coalition, they can't and they are not allowed to give right of way or shared maps to players that are outside of their team. There are no trade deals that are being accepted, so you cannot send resources to non-coalition members. So this adds an extra layer of difficulty. It is very difficult to make this through this game. So it is happening that initially you have 2 players that make temporary alliances to have initial security, to expand, to take out neighbors, and then we're gonna observe throughout the game a team versus team transgression where only a couple of teams are gonna get the upper hand, and where we're gonna get in the late team then team versus team clashes where only 1 team will survive. For the victory, the victor team, each member will get 3 points. Each surviving player on the map will receive 1 point. Throughout the year, throughout the matches, the point system will be used. We're gonna add up all the points throughout the year, and at the end of the year, the player with the most points will win the Players League. This tournament is sponsored by Bytro, and so the top ranking players at the end of the tournament, they will get Bytro gadgets. Alright, enough of that, let's jump in back to the game. Let's see what is happening in Central America over here. Remember that large pink spot here of Nebraska, it is almost over entirely. The Mississippi stack hasn't arrived yet, as I showed you yesterday, but we've got our friend here, Kansas, who is not aware this is going to be ugly. His scores are completely empty. So yeah, he was able to win here against Nebraska with the help of both Minnesota, but it's gonna get ugly. AI North California has now almost been conquered. South California was barely able to take anything. South California is one of the weaker players on the map. He's still alive thanks to his alliance with Arizona. Arizona's scores are completely empty or almost completely empty. He only has 1 artillery division here of 7 units. There's not a single melee unit in here, so this is extremely risky. Also, if we look here to West Mexico, his north here of the country is empty, but you can see he's protecting his coastal cities. He has blocked the access here with 5 subs, so he's doing pretty well. He is in war with East Mexico, but it looks like he is winning, but the battle ain't over yet. You can see here medium tanks. Those babies are going to hurt. 2 artillery, 5 infantry, an anti-air, and 1 medium tank. He is retreating. It looks like it's a balanced battle, but of course he has air. He has attack bombers, which is a very good choice. West Mexico didn't go for medium tanks. He went for light tanks and for armored cars. So yeah, but then again, he doesn't need heavy armor and he can use his speed to succumb East Mexico. and he has his attack bombers to take out those medium tanks. But he's being smart here. He has stacked his medium tanks together with unarmored units which have a higher anti-air value. And at the same time, we can see that also East Mexico is going to attack the remaining provinces of East Texas. It looks like East Texas is gonna make a final stand, a last desperate attack with only 8 units against West Texas. It's just chaos all over the place, but as more and more players are going to get taken out, it is going to become more clearly. Also, Iowa is being taken out almost entirely now by Minnesota and by West Texas. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then what is happening here? This is just still big chaos here of different units. It is still unclear to me what is happening here, but it looks to me, correct me if I'm wrong, that both Florida, Alabama and North Carolina are working together, but it looks like North Carolina here might attack Alabama or not. I'm not entirely sure. I really miss an option here where I can give the different coalitions different colors so that this whole map would become more visible and more clear to me, because chaos reigns the map. We've got a lot of units here. They are from Virginia that are going all the way over here. Oh, he's going actually to Virginia. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So Virginia, he has left his country and he's been taken over almost entirely. Or yes, he has. Oh man, poor Virginia, poor Virginia. What have you done? Well, he has put his confidence in the wrong people, I guess, because his territory is almost completely taken over. Wow, yeah, that is not good. Poor Virginia.